What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7, and today we're talking about energy. This is the basis for nearly everything you do in the game, and it's important to know how to get it. I get asked this question all the time, and I'm excited to put something together that shows you every place that you can expect these energy rewards. Now, Epic 7 is extremely generous when it comes to energy if you know where to look. And so today we're going to go over all those locations to make sure that you're maximizing your game. The very first thing is Epic 7's designed for you to play 3 times a day. When you log in the morning, you'll have about 150 energy from it recharging when you're not playing. It recharges 1 energy every 4 minutes and it takes about 10 hours to recharge. This means that if you log in the morning and in the evening, or vice versa, if you're a night owl, log in the evening and then again in the morning, you should have 150 energy or so every single time. So every day, just from recharging, you'll have 300 energy. Now, they also want you to play during the day because why not, right? What they do is they send you something from GM Archie, 100 gift reward. You'll get this reward if you log into the lobby between 8 p.m. and 12 Universal, and that's roughly 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So keep that in mind. Depending on what server you're on, if you're on European server, you'll have to look up your times as well according to Universal Time, but you must log into the lobby between those 4 hours to get your reward. Now on the Asian servers, I understand they do 2 rewards a day, and so you'll have to log in more often. Check out those times as well to make sure that you're getting all the energy from GM Archie. He's our friend, giving us that free energy per day. Next up, we're going to go into our event center. If we click on the event, you scroll down here and you can see watch an ad to acquire energy. Previously, when ads were not working, they gave us 100 energy a day. They have now converted that to ads. You can watch 5 ads a day at 20 energy each, and you do that right here. If this is something where you really want to maximize your energy, then it might be worth it for you. And of course, it's a way for you to help out the company because they get ad revenue for you watching these ads. The next thing is that we're going to go into our regular events. Now, as we see from our regular event, we're getting 200 energy here from doing just whatever you do during the day, whether that's going through your hunts, whether that's going into Spirit Altar or Side Story, you get 200 energy here. If we go to our secondary event, you can also acquire energy from this section. And let's see if we get some. Otherwise, we're going to look at the reward details and we're going to see exactly how that factors in to your randomized rewards. For our purpose, we're considering your regular event just 200, even though it's possible to acquire more. Didn't get it this time, but let's go to reward details. Every time I click on this, if I get a draw, I can get 50, and your additional awards can get additional 80. So if for some reason I picked the same thing as the computer, I can either get money or I can get energy, which is really what I want. I want these two, right? And you can get Leafs if you win. In this case, I think we got just Charms, but Leafs is another source of energy, although a little more complicated. So let's consider this bonus energy. 200 from the regular event, and possibly you could get a Leaf, a draw, or additional energy when you're clicking all of your different things for the event. Next up, we're going to go to the guild, and this is going to be our next source of energy. If you are a captain, you can come in. We want to make sure that we're doing Blessing of Wealth, definitely for sure, and then energy down here. The energy to me is the most beneficial, more than the guild chest, more than anything else, so I always come in and select the 50 energy. If you have enough gold, you can also select the 30, but I consider this to be much less useful than the 50 energy. So depending on how much your guild members are contributing, that will allow you to buy more energy from the guild. Next up, we're going to go into our shop. This is an amazing source of energy that I recommend everyone use. The very first thing is we're going to buy 40 energy from the friendship shop. You should be buying this every single day. You want to have active friends because that will enable you to come in and get energy and also flags. Then we're going to come into our conquest shop here and you get another 120. If you're following my recommendation onto your daily missions, you should be doing the war missions to give yourself these conquest points. You should also be going into your arena and at least doing NPC battles. At the time of this video, I'm in the Valorous season. This is very important to note because of level 88 gear, I definitely recommend going for in this season and after, and here's why. In the previous level 88 gear seasons, they did not have very good rolls. You would roll level 88 worse than level 85 and definitely worse in reforging. Now, what they have done with this level 88 gear is they've added close to max stats as we had before, but also they changed the probability of rolling into each one and made it so much better. If we scroll down here, very bottom, starting with the Triumph season, which means that this attack gear and also the speed gear and everything after is going to roll much better than before. Really, even for new players, I'm not recommending this old level 88 gear because a lot of your gear is going to be much better. This stuff is gonna get phased out as we move forward, just like level 75 gear, it's gonna get phased out. You're just not getting the gear score that you would normally if you're just going with level 85 gear and then reforging. But as we come down, definitely starting with the Triumph season, Indomitable season, and then of course the current season and every season after that, make sure that you're buying as much of this gear as possible, which means that we need to have conquest points in addition to the conquest points that you're using to buy your energy every single day. And lastly, this is bringing me to the pet house. If we go into our lobby pet, we can click it and we got this button called info. Every single day, your lobby pet is going to give you a present every 22 hours. And of those presents, we have 50 energy and also 100 energy. I don't know the exact probability of the lobby pet. If someone has that handy, please link it to me. I kind of consider these to be random, but I most often get flags and I most often get gold. As you can see, we can also get catalysts and transmit stones. I do get these. I don't know how often, but I do get them. In fact, this morning I got 50 energy when I logged in for my lobby pet. I wasn't recording, and that's a shame, but I did get 50 energy, and that's pretty awesome. We're not even going to include this, just like we're not going to include those bonus energies from the regular event. This is something that's on top of what you would normally generate, something that just consider it to be a bonus, a nice little gift from Smilegate, but we are going to look at how much energy you generate through your normal sources, and then just consider these to be bonuses. As we've looked at our daily energy, we know that we start with 150 and generate 150 throughout the day. We also saw that if you log in midday, you'll get 100 additional energy from Arky, and you can watch ads for another 100. Your regular event guarantees 200 per day with additional bonuses depending on your luck, and your guild can give you 80, friendship can give you 40, and 120 from conquest. This means that you're going to get 940 energy. Now you can do a lot with that. You could do 47 hunts. You can do 119 side stories. You're going to get millions and millions of gold in addition to other things such as gear, such as sky stones, such as stigma. You know, as we're looking at this hunt, there's a ton of things here that we can also talk about. You can get energy from your hunt drops, although that's not really what you want, right? You want to have gear, but you could get energy. There's so much that you can do with this. Knowing where to get it is half the battle, then knowing what to do with it is the other half. We have talked in the past about how to make the most money you can. We've talked about how to do promotions as easily as possible, and I still incorporate and stand by those different kinds of processes. But you have to start with knowing how much energy you have, how much you can get, and then go from there with how to spend that energy to maximize your rewards. And lastly, we cannot talk about energy without also talking about leaves. But leaves are somewhat unpredictable. You're guaranteed about 30 leaves per month, which is 2,400 energy. But you can get 60 or more a month, so now you're passing up to 5,000 energy for free as a bonus the game gives you depending on the kind of events that they run. The very first one is that we have the check in reward. Every week you're getting 2 leaves, 8 per month, which is a really good source of that bonus energy. As we go now into our automation tower, you'll also be able to see that you're going to be getting some leaves from there. If you're not doing automation tower, you need to be doing this every 2 weeks. You can see I'm behind here. I need to do this. You'll get charms, you'll get all sorts of really amazing rewards that will help you progress in your game. On level 11, you get 3 leaves or another 6 per month, which is going to be good as well. Now, in addition to the other rewards that you're getting, this is going to be just a bonus. It's going to be on top of all the amazing stuff that you're already getting. People ask me, how do you get so many Sky Stones? How do you get so many Molagora? How do you get so many charms? And Automation Tower is a good source of all three of those things. Now, you also get a maintenance chest every 2 weeks on the maintenance day. So, typically, what happens is you'll go into your mail, you'll select your chest, you'll enter a password, you'll get gold, and you'll get 3 leaves. This gives you another 6 leaves every single month. If we then go into our special side story here, every 2 weeks you can pick a new side story, and every 2 weeks you'll get reputation rewards from clearing these stages. Now, this gives us additional 5 every single time, or another 10 per month, which is really fantastic. Again, you should be doing your side stories every 2 weeks, if not just for the catalyst, but also you can see it gives you Molagora, it gives you runes. I almost never have to farm out Spirit Altar because I'm getting so many runes here from the side stories. We also saw that when we went into our events, if we go down into reward details, you can somewhat unpredictably get a leaf from here. I don't know how often it happens. In our video today, we got mostly charms, but I wanted to say that unpredictably, you can get leaves from here as well. And so this is another bonus to all of your energy. If you can get energy from the actual roll and then from the win, I mean, it's fantastic, right? Why not have this? This is really what I want more than everything else. I want to have the energy. And the last source of leaves is going to be a collaboration or some other event where they have a special check in or they're giving them for rewards. And that can vary from event to event, but typically you'll get 2 per day or you'll get them at varying amounts when you're able to complete those events. We also have something called the Hoochie pop up shop. Now, this is a special shop that occurs, and he'll be next to Garo in your lobby, or he appears as a little icon down here if you're using the wallpaper such as I am. Now, with the pop-up shop, 5 leaves will give you 400 energy, and it costs 190 sky stones. This means that we will get 2.1 energy per sky stone. If we were to refill that same amount, going in and using sky stones to refill, if we refilled 7 times, that would give us 420 energy and cost about 210. Now that means that that energy per sky stone is exactly 2. So it's very, very small amount of increase energy per sky stone to buy leaves than it is to come in and buy your energy directly from sky stones. So this is important. It's important because if you're burning a ton of energy and you're going into your sky stones for that energy, then it's better to buy the lease, but only marginally. A lot of you are not coming in and using your sky stones for energy. I will typically burn 1,000 sky stones in a
Why don't
buff
you test your
weekend.
luck?
But mostly what I'm doing is I'm coming in here and I'm refreshing the Garo shop. This will give me a chance to buy Covenant bookmarks, and it'll give me a chance to get Mystic Metals if they pop up. This is going to be much better than buying these things from the Skystone shop. So if you have to come in and do 5 a day, if you have to set up, a little session where you're doing 100 of these refreshes per day, it's somewhat unpredictable, but you can see I just got 2 right there And for a little bit of gold, now I have the opportunity to get more heroes, get more imprints. I never want to have a situation where I can't get the hero that I want because I'm out of these Covenant bookmarks. So I always have them, and this is exactly how I get them. Really, really fantastic.
Whichever
Thank
you
you guys
prefer.
so much for watching. I hope this video helps you to really narrow in how much energy you're receiving and making sure that you're going to all these sources to get the most energy you can.
Hey, why
Give
don't you
me a
try
like so
something?
other people
Come take
just
a
like you
look.
can find it as well. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck on your battles.